Hello everyone, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Welcome back to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. This is going to be a little bit more of the Happy Home Paradise DLC. And today we're going to be looking at a few projects that I've been working on, a few builds I've been doing in the expansion. Just a fair warning before we start, I am speeding up some of the footage that you're going to see, so because we're going into some of the customization menus and things, the screen kind of gets bright really quickly all of a sudden, and it goes pretty quickly, so if you have any sensitivity to any of that, maybe just look away, maybe don't watch this video, or skip ahead to the finished builds, so anyways, just wanted to throw that out there. So this is Kevin. He wanted a sort of space-based kind of vibe, so I picked this sort of like ice Arctic kind of location. I don't know, I just thought that'd be kind of fun. Maybe Superman vibes or something. So yeah, and it's kind of cool how there's some different biomes in the DLC. There's like a proper ice area and a desert as well. I don't think I've built anything there yet, but yeah, it's pretty cool to kind of see how that goes. So this area I kind of want it to be, you know, kind of use all those different space items, make a little asteroid maze on the left, and then use some of the kind of man-made things. I found that little capsule thing, and I thought it'd be funny to put something in. The dollies would be really fun to do. Just have some like these creepy sort of Metroid vibes, which that item kind of brings me. And then inside, I went for, you know, he wanted to be like a sort of space base. Right? I think I'm writing something down or taking a small AFK in there. But anyways, so I picked this kind of starry kind of vibe. I was kind of trying out a few different options, and then went for this kind of orange thing. I was thinking something like Star Trek could be kind of fun. I don't think I quite made it exactly like Star Trek. And then on the console there I put a Ditto. I don't think that ever came into my build Pokemon theme, but you know, just why not have a little bit of like, oh, we're discovering some of the local Pokemon here in the area or whatever. I don't know. I did recently do a Pokemon island basically challenge that I had made on the channel, so if you want to check that out, maybe I'll put a card up there in the top right corner. Sorry for no face cam, by the way. It's just easier to do the post commentary, just me just blabbering on right like this. But yeah, I'm just kind of putting this stuff in. I don't know if there's too much to say. I'm just kind of, I thought I'd put a little gaming computer for him because, you know, it's, you know, he can do some gaming and whatnot. Have some nice servers over there for the computers to run. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this build turned out. Very sci-fi, you know. We're gonna see many different styles. That's one of the things I love about the DLC, or just the game in general. How many styles of furniture that there are, and how much you can explore with it. You know, trying to go with a certain style. And yeah, that's one of the things that I absolutely love about the game. Yeah. So here's it complete. Yeah, so you can kind of just see, yeah, it's kind of, you can kind of walk through the different consoles. That'd be where your crew sits, I guess, or Kevin's crew, or however it works. There's even a TV, so he can sit there and watch TV if he wants. You can even get into that little bed, which is kind of cool. You can kind of take some nice pictures there if you want, if yourself like sleeping there. And then there's just lots of random machines and just random things going on. I basically used whatever items that I was given. And yeah, went from there. So, and I love how I think I set the time in the middle of the night, so we have the good old screen there on the TV. Yeah. So otherwise, yeah, I think I'm just checking out these machines and everything. It's a bit weird watching myself back. I did that for a Mario series I did over the summer. I was like watching myself back, but oh yeah, I did add a couple more things. I think I added some starlights here. Use some of the rainbow stars. I forgot about this. Oh, and then I tried out the fencing. I think I pressed a random button and that the fencing kind of popped up randomly. I didn't really know how I did that, but I think that's kind of cool. So yeah, here's the finished outdoors part of the build. Here's me kind of finishing it up right there. Oh, I forgot to speak. There we go. Now it's complete. So yeah, so I think I'll talk to Kevin with a nice little cutscene. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I did have to move some stuff around. I wanted to try to make it possible to get to different places. That took a little bit of time. I just didn't speed this footage up, I guess, when I edited this last night. Yeah, I moved the rocket over there, that's right. So then you have a little bit more room to navigate around. I think I had to pick up a fence piece there. This is very exciting commentary. This is quite exciting. But yeah, then you can get to the UFO over there, see the nice little alien references and everything. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this build. Let me know what you think of it in the comments if you want. It's a nice kind of outer space vibe. And yeah, I'll leave you for the cutscene here. And yeah, see you in a second. I just love that shot of the camera kind of fading to the night sky there, and seeing especially like the out of focus backgrounds. Like the cutscenes in this game, like the whole game is just gorgeous, isn't it? So yeah, um, yeah. So that was my first build. After this, I basically unlocked the. Basically, I talked to someone came in, or Nico came running in with Tank, well, which is funny because one of the YouTubers I watch who plays Animal Crossing has Tank, and there's some funny stuff going on with him. But basically, he wanted a roommate, which is kind of fun. So I thought that, and I didn't remember the room that I had designed because I designed that. I think probably that was one of my first builds. I think back when I got the DLC around Christmas time. So yes, it was fun to kind of revisit his build and kind of see what it was. And yeah, so basically, yeah, so my thinking for this was kind of like a college dorm kind of vibe, you know, like since I was, you know, in college you kind of have a roommate, you know, and you have your own little separate space. So that's kind of what I was aiming for. You'll see the room in a second here, once we get through this dialogue here from Lottie. This isn't a very exciting build. Again, this is something that I had done before. We're just going to be editing it a little bit so that we can have a roommate. So it's kind of cool. There's a little process you go through to find a roommate that I'll show in the next build here. So this is here me. I found Genji. I thought they would get along pretty great. I don't think I did very much of the outdoors in this build, but I didn't really do any more of it. So yeah, so we'll just head off into Tank's house and we'll... Yeah, and I think that's the other thing I hadn't gotten some of the features like partition walls and stuff, so I was able to add some of that in for this build. So yeah, so here we go. I think it'll speed up in a second here. But yeah, so you'll see the inside here. It's basically he wanted like a sort of board game kind of vibe. So I put a Batman symbol in there that was actually something that one of my family members had designed. Which is kind of fun. So yeah, so you'll just kind of see me. I'm gonna actually kind of speed this up. There's nothing too exciting going on here, so we'll just kind of skip on through that. Yeah, there we go. I just skipped it through anyways, didn't I? I didn't really record all of it, but yeah, you can see Genji playing some board games over there. You can see the kind of design I went for with the partition wall to kind of block off the two rooms. And that's basically the vibe I was going for. I was trying to get Tank to get a picture of them playing board games, but they didn't want to cooperate, and I was like, oh well, whatever. I think I love that board game because I zoomed into the camera earlier, and it has like symbols like crafting and fish and bugs, like symbols from Animal Crossing, which is kind of fun. Like that'd be kind of a fun like spin-off game. You can see a bit of Tank's room in there, or whoever's room wants to be there, but I just kind of like the sort of college dorm vibe. Yeah, that's kind of what I was aiming for. And of course the TV, you can play your Switch there or whatever, you know. So yeah, so that's kind of what I ended up with for this room. Yeah, so we go talk to Genji. So I think the next one I have is actually, so I made a hotel on stream. I think this is the 4-hour stream I did, the very long crazy one. It's like towards the beginning before we had a bunch of viewers join who wanted Nan. That's right, it was for Nan. Yeah, she wanted a vacation, a hotel, and that was, I'm pretty proud of that build. But then I thought, hey, with this roommate feature, why not invite someone to join in? Then we can have kind of 2 rooms and kind of feel more like an actual hotel. So this is where I did record a little bit of the process of actually finding a roommate, which I just kind of like. The music's really cute. It's just kind of funky, sort of like, oh boy, comedy, go find a roommate kind of thing. I don't know, it's kind of fun. And this whole process of it's really cute. I just thought I'd kind of try to share some more of Happy Home Paradise a little bit. So yeah, the first place I checked, you'll see in a second here, is I checked the cafe, the inn, you could say, to see if there's anyone who wanted to be a good roommate for Nan. Yeah, so it's kind of fun. You can just kind of pick whoever you want. You can even use Amiibo, I believe, but I don't have any Amiibo like villager cards. I just have my Rossetti and Rover Amiibos that I used. But yeah, I did see Pinky over there, and I had Pinky, I think that's Pinky. I had her in Animal Crossing GameCube. She looks very different in New Horizons with her different features. But yeah, I still thought she was, I considered her for a second, but then I went with another villager, as you'll see in 2 seconds here. Yeah. Yeah, that's just the best. Pashmina, that's her name, Pashmina. So I just kind of picked her, just randomly. Why not? So yeah, so here we go. So you'll kind of see me working on this hotel. It's a little bit more effort into this than, no offense to Tank here, but I put a little more effort into this house, I guess, because it's a big, exquisite, fancy hotel. I thought it would be really fun to kind of work with. I do like how the villagers' dialogue here, kind of like they're a little bit nervous, not really too sure about if they want to be roomies, and then they kind of go for it. So I wonder if you can pair up different personality types, how that would all work. But I just did a couple for today. So yeah, here we go to Nan's vacation home, the hotel of dreams or something. I don't know what we call it. You can see my style for decorating the outside is just flowers and stuff everywhere, isn't it? If you didn't see that live stream, that's what I think I did that in half an hour too, so I had to hurry. But yeah, so basically we head inside and you'll just kind of see so this was actually difficult to kind of work out because I already had the room so set up in a specific way. It took me a little while to kind of work out exactly how I wanted to divide the two rooms. I wanted to keep that lower half the same because I like that little lobby area, for entertaining guests, in a way. I just had to kind of try to make it fit. It took a little bit of time. I was really trying to keep that grand piano in there. You'll kind of see me kind of keep it there for the longest time. Eventually I worked out this kind of hallway path you can see there. And then I tried to copy the same furniture from the Nan into Pashmina's room. Presumably that's kind of how they would transition. Pashmina does get more room. I know it's a little bit unfair, but it's just how the room is laid out. And yeah, I just kind of went with that. And yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that turned out. I really like the lucky cat, the gold lucky cat, and it does look pretty, like I'd want to stay there in real life if it were me. I think that would be really fun. Oh, I didn't move that table back. That way you have a bit more of a hallway to kind of go through, and then the purple carpet to kind of be like, okay, here's the plush bedroom area or something. Yeah, so I'm pretty happy with how this one turned out. I think the little edits went okay. Yeah, and then finally, I saw Aurora. That's right. So this was just a bit ago. So Aurora is one of my favorite villagers since like the DS version, since like Wild World. I think I loved her, but I haven't had her. This is my first time seeing her in my game, at least in New Horizons. So it's just really fun to see her. I just love seeing my classic Animal Crossing villagers in HD and everything. Phil, who I had before, he wanted an outer space theme, but of course I already did that. So I went with Maddie. This is my last build. She wanted a streaming room, basically, which is fun because I've started doing streaming on my YouTube channel. So I was like, okay, what kind of streaming room would I want to have or something? And you can kind of see a couple of different things that I went with, which was basically I wanted to go for kind of a vlogger style as well as a sort of gamer style. I thought she could kind of do both, And then in terms of the island, that doesn't really matter too much. I just kind of pick something, whichever. I'm making the choice here, but yeah. in terms of my thoughts on Happy Home Paradise, like obviously I'm still playing through it. I'm excited to get through to the end. I kind of have been spoiled a little bit for some of the events, like the story events I think that happen. But I thought it'd be fun to kind of share a lot of it along the journey. Yeah, so outside here, I thought it'd be fun to use the decorated pine trees. This reminds me a little bit of In City Folk. I think I saw some videos in like 2011 or whatever of like some hack towns that use the kind of decorated cedar trees in their towns, you know, when they're not supposed to. But so that's just kind of what that reminded me of, is that the fact that you can use them here on, even if it's not the winter season, when they're in season, you know. So yeah, the first thing I looked up a YouTube logo because I thought that she could be a YouTuber basically. This is me taking too long to try to set it up, but yeah, then I kind of found my walls that I kind of wanted, something kind of soothing. Took me a little bit of time to kind of see what would match Maddie's character. I considered pink, but then I went with this kind of more natural kind of color, which I think suits her a little bit better, you know, her natural colors. Of course, I went through the kind of lights and a little bit, you know, the different, you know, her, I thought she'd be very self-centered maybe, so I thought I'd put like posters of her, have the gamer items, of course, which I love. I think there's I think there's a life sim or something going on there, or one of those fancy RPG games or something that she would be streaming at the moment, maybe. And then yeah, I didn't really put in any thought for a living space. I mainly just kind of went for this would be kind of her streaming area where she'd kind of do her vlogs, and then have her gaming live streams, and then she could have her you know, her little plaque, YouTube plaques or whatever, you know, YouTube play buttons, right? That's what you get. The gold and the diamond play buttons or whatever. And then yeah, on the side, I think I did put in some food, kind of just, you know, for her. Maybe she just like is like a taste test YouTuber or something. Oh no, never mind. I didn't put food there. I forgot. I put tech stuff like her editing software, right? And her big fancy camera she could take outside and look at her flowers. And then she can, you know, edit on the iPad. I like the Japanese characters that they use for this side, so that's why I kind of went with that. And yeah, it kind of took a minute. So yeah, so this is her build. Yeah, I'm gonna shut up here so we can watch the cutscene. All right, we're back in. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little cutscene. Sorry for the weird cut there, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed all these builds. Let me know if you like this style of video. I'm just kind of experimenting, just trying some new stuff with Animal Crossing, New Horizons. You know, see how it goes. I'm gonna leave you here with a nice little kind of story cutscene, I guess, with Wardle. This isn't the trailer, actually. Yes, this is right here. You're kind of seeing Lottie kind of mention that he left. I just like the message of nature and everything. So, yeah. So this will be where I'll leave you for today. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.